Here on the farm, there are many responsibilities outside of the home, taking care of animals, doing projects, but there are just as many responsibilities inside the home. Whether the girls are making soap or lip balm or lotion, or we're baking, making fresh bread, all of these things are also priorities in our home. So today, let's take a look at what the girls are up to.
So our summer garden has come to an end, and with the cold weather and stuff, I decided to go out this morning and pick all of the rest of my herbs and my onions. So today we're gonna make an herb salt with my herbs and onions, Himalayan pink salt, which is good for like lots of minerals and stuff, garlic powder, and onion powder. Let's start together. So this salt will have to dry for about a week to 2 weeks before you can seal it up in a jar to use for later. So this, I think, is an excellent way to preserve your herbs from your garden, to preserve that freshness of the herbs for when it's cold outside. And I think this would be delicious on some home-baked chicken or some homemade bread. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this, and I hope you guys give it a try too. Today I'm going to make some organic elderberry syrup to stock in the farm shop. For this recipe, you need elderberries. If you do not have access to fresh elderberries, we like to buy the organic dried elderberries. For the sweetener, we use honey, our raw honey from the farm shop. If you don't have access to fresh ginger, we use the organic ginger puree. And then there's cinnamon sticks and whole cloves, and then water. And let's get started. Put all the ingredients into a pot except for the honey, and then you need to let it simmer for 30 minutes with the lid on. Once it has simmered for 30 minutes, all you have to do is leave the lid on and let it steep for 1 hour. The elderberry has cooled, and now all I have to do is strain it, add the honey, and jar it. So my herb salt has been drying for a couple weeks now. All I did was stir it occasionally every couple of days, and it is finally ready to be put in a jar. And in the jar, I put a little oxygen absorber in there just to keep any unwanted moisture away. So now, so this year our herb garden was extremely successful, and I also had a lot of fun learning about medicinal herbs and foraging for them around our property. Because our herb garden was so successful, I decided to preserve them in many different ways. One of those ways was drying them. So I would go out to the garden when they were ready to be harvested, and then I would tie them on strings bunched up and let them hang until they were completely dry. So like this is some lavender. I have peppermint, basil, dill, sage, rosemary, oregano, a little bit of thyme, and I also made some peppermint extract with my peppermint. I've also done other extracts too, but peppermint's probably my favorite so far. And then I have all of these here that are also just culinary herbs that are just drying or ready to be put in jars soon. So what I had the most fun with the herbs this year was learning about different medicinal herbs, especially ones that grow around our property. And some of those herbs were Creeping Charlie, which is an excellent herb for helping to cure and to fight off different colds and flus. Another one is Crushed Plantain, which is great for any skin ailment, topical or internal. Red Clover Flower, which is supposed to help with respiratory sicknesses. Dandelion root, which will be ground up and turned into a tea for a detoxifier. And dandelion leaf powder, which can also be moved over to the culinary section, because with this, I use it in sauces and chilies. You can't even taste it. It almost tastes like parsley if you can taste it. And it's excellent for detoxifying your body and for also adding many nutrients, which we sometimes would be deficient in. Another one is lemon balm, which will be made into a really nice tea. So one of my resources this year for learning about herbs was this book, Prescription for Herbal Healing. And it has taught me many things about different herbs and their benefits. Another one was a YouTube channel called Rain Country. Heidi from Rain Country is extremely knowledgeable in the area of food preservation and herbs, and I would highly recommend that you go check out her channel. And because I did enjoy this so much, learning about the different herbs, I will definitely, number one, increase my knowledge of it and my garden.